Well, egg prices in the United States have surged 50% over the past year, with the average cost of a dozen eggs hitting $5.29 as of January 18th. As the egg prices are on a surge, Pennsylvania State Police is trying to crack the case after 100,000 organic eggs worth $40,000 were stolen from the back of a distribution trailer over the weekend. The surge in prices mark a sharp increase from 2024, when eggs were priced slightly over $3.50 per dozen. The rise accelerated post-November, coinciding with the presidential election. In just 2 months, prices jumped from $3.65 in November to $4.15 in December. Well, according to the Bureau of Labor, the USD report an 8% rise price in hike December alone, signaling a sustained upward trend. The primary driver behind this price spike is the ongoing bird flu epidemic, which has claimed over 13 million hens since December. This has severely disrupted egg supplies nationwide. Seasonal demand during this winter holidays further strained the availability of eggs, while the Trump administration blames Biden for supply chain disruptions. Experts point to the bird flu's direct impact. Meanwhile, tariffs on imports could compound food price pressures in the coming months in the U.S. The egg crisis is now affecting both businesses and consumers. Major chains like Waffle House have now introduced a $0.50 surcharge per egg, citing unprecedented cost increases. Meanwhile, thefts targeting high-value egg shipments have also been reported, including a $40,000 heist in Pennsylvania. The USDA predicts egg prices will rise another 20% in 2025. And as the political blame games unfold, American households are left grappling with rising cost of what was once a staple. Well, they say money and spirituality don't go hand in hand, but for Aga Khan, it was quite the opposite. The Imam of the Ismaili Muslims and head of a major aid foundation, who passed away in Lisbon at the age of 88, was also a billionaire in his own right, who used his huge reserve of wealth to build homes, hospitals and schools for those in need in other countries. On Wednesday, Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi, taking to X, condoled the death of Aga Khan, describing him as a visionary who dedicated his life to service and spirituality. But who was he? And why does his story matter? Born as Prince Shah Karim al-Hussaini, at a young age of just 20, Khan became the spiritual leader of the world's millions of Ismaili Muslims. This even as he was still studying at Harvard and led the global Ismaili Muslim community for over 6 whole decades. But what made a community repose its faith on such a young person to lead them? You see, Khan was chosen by his grandfather, Sultan Mahmud Shah Aga Khan, over his son, Prince Ali Khan, to lead the diaspora of Shia Ismaili Muslims, apparently so that he can instill new age values among his followers, who considered Khan to be a direct descendant of the Prophet Muhammad. And not only did he win recognition from his community, but also from the late Queen Elizabeth II herself, who recognized Khan as His Highness, and that's just few weeks after he became an imam in 1957. Over the years, Khan evolved into a business magnate and also philanthropist. And 10 years later, in 1967, he founded the Aga Khan Network, which employs 80,000 people and finances programs, particularly in Asia and Africa, as well as in countries with limited healthcare access. This made him a man who could straddle both with the material and spiritual world. And post his death, condolences have poured in from all parts of the world to honor this well-known figure. As per the Aga Khan Network, his successor will be announced soon. Some people remain immortal even after death. And seeing Khan's truly rich legacy, it's safe to say he was one of them. A US-based conservative think tank, Heritage Foundation, has been locked in a legal battle. And that is to obtain Prince Harry's visa application records. And that is to know if he lied on drug use since his admission in his memoir, Spare. A court in Washington, D.C. has ordered the Duke of Sussex and the complainant to appear before the court. According to U.S. immigration law, admitting to illegal drug use can lead to visa denials or any other kind of consequences. The foundation alleges that Harry may have either lied on his immigration forms or received special treatment, prompting their request for transparency. In a lawsuit last year, Heritage Foundation sued the Department of Homeland Security for access to his visa records. But this request was denied by the judge on privacy grounds, prompting them to appeal. All that is likely to change as Prince Harry's visa documents are examined for the first court session under the Trump administration. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle moved to California after leaving the United Kingdom in 2020. And during his campaign trail last year, amid Prince Harry's visa row, Trump vowed to deport the prince. The think tank has called on Trump, who has now taken a tough stance on illegal migration and tougher border controls, to get Prince Harry's files released and also ensure transparency. Well, in his memoir, Prince Harry revealed that he tried cocaine when he was 17 years old to feel different. That's what he said. As Heritage Foundation alleges that the prince concealed these facts in his visa application, it remains to be seen whether the federal judge reviews the judgment on releasing Prince Harry's application records or not.